Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
我们的节目提供多种语言，请看 suprememastertv.com/schedule。
The Remarkable Creativity of Indonesian Traditional Arts, Part 2 of 2. Continue watching to find out more.
Vegan. Forsake all meat. You sure can do it.
To ask a friend, how are you in Indonesian, you say, apa kabar? I'm Cahya. Your caring efforts to help those in need are creating a positive ripple effect around the world. The saintly people of Indonesia salute you for your noble heart. May you be protected by the heavenly light. Welcome to our show, The Remarkable Creativity of Indonesian Traditional Arts, Part 2 of 2. In the last episode, we introduced you to several traditional mask dances of Indonesia. Today, we'll start with another unique dance that's in urgent need of preservation. The Saman dance performed by the Gayo people of Bali's Aceh province was listed as a UNESCO World Intangible Cultural Heritage in 2011. This is a dance often performed at important occasions such as national holidays or to welcome honored guests. The formal Saman dance costume consists of an orange and black outfit with an embroidered motif that symbolizes nature and noble values. Sitting in one line, the dancers move in unison according to the singing led by the lead singer in the middle. The number of dancers can vary, but they always perform in odd numbers. The lyrics can be about everyday life or have spiritual, humorous, or moral messages. To achieve synchrony as the dance speeds up takes close collaboration among the participants. Because the dance is challenging and fun to perform, villages used to hold frequent Saman dance competitions with one another, thus building friendship. Saman dancing was once a pastime among Gayo boys who learned it from their elders at home. With the recent decline of this traditional dance, the government is looking to take measures to revive it among the youth, such as documenting the dance, teaching it in schools, and holding festivals. The Indonesian art of puppetry, or wayang, has over a 1,000-year history and is still popular today, especially in Java and Bali. A puppet show combines exquisitely crafted puppets, a lively performance, beautiful traditional music, and fascinating stories. Thus, it is popular among people of all ages and attracts increasing numbers of tourists as well. Wayang features two-dimensional puppets made of different materials as well as three-dimensional puppets. The shadow puppet show, or wayang kulit, is the most ancient form of them all. In this type of performance, silhouettes of the puppets are projected against a lit screen, while the artists manipulate the puppets from behind with sticks attached to the arms. To make an authentic handmade shadow puppet can take a few weeks with the collaboration of a team of artists who specialize in different stages of the manufacturing process, from modeling to assembling the parts to painting. Puppets made of lead wood are called wayang klitik and are relatively easier to make, though less durable. Nonetheless, they are just as effective in telling the ancient stories from the Eastern Java Kingdom that feature adventures, kings and queens, love and struggle, along with a bit of comedy. A three-dimensional puppet, which is also made of wood, is called wayang golek, meaning rod puppet. The puppeteer controls the movements by manipulating a wooden rod connecting the head and limbs. At the beginning of its development in the 17th century, on the northern coast of Java, wayang golek puppet shows were instrumental in spreading the Islamic religion in the region. Later, as they spread to West Java in the 18th century, epic stories from the Hindu tradition were also performed. Today, wayang golek has become an integral part of Java's native Sundanese culture, and the Sundanese language is used in its dialogues. Wayang golek is still frequently performed as community entertainment during special events. In 2003, the three kinds of puppetry we have introduced so far were designated as masterpieces of the oral and intangible heritage of humanity by UNESCO. Another form of storytelling in Java and Bali is the ancient wayang beber scroll theater. Accompanied by a small gamelan ensemble, the storyteller or dalang slowly unfolds scrolls from one side to another while narrating, and sometimes it takes a few scrolls to finish the whole story. The earliest scrolls were made of palm leaves, which were later replaced by paper and cloth, and the color scheme went from black and white to multicolored. Without using actual puppets, it's up to the dalang's skill to bring the story and its characters to life through singing and narration.
Vegan, because we are ethically worthy.
Cultured viewers, we'll now pause for a moment to hear a brief message. We'll return shortly. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to our show on the traditional arts of Indonesia. Indonesia is known for textiles dyed with intricate patterns and designs. Such special textiles called batik are among the country's national treasures and have a more than 1,000-year history. Batik is also a term referring to a traditional wax resist dyeing technique originated from the island of Java. It involves applying wax to certain areas of a piece of cloth to prevent it from being dyed. Though similar techniques and textiles exist in other countries in West Africa and Asia, none developed into art forms of national significance as batik did in Indonesia. Among its numerous traditional costumes from different regions, clothing featuring batik along with the women's upper garment kebaya, have been recognized as Indonesia's national costume, and October 2nd is designated as National Batik Day. Batik is also a UNESCO masterpiece of oral and intangible heritage of humanity from Indonesia. To handmake a fine piece of batik with highly complex colors and designs can take months. First, the designs are drawn on the fabric with hot wax poured out of a special wax pan called chanting that has tips of different sizes. The areas covered by wax will not change color after being dyed. After the first dye, another layer of wax is applied to preserve the colored area before going to the second dye of a different color. If the design calls for multiple colors and intricate patterns, you can imagine the process can become very lengthy and demanding. A quicker and less labor-intensive way of making batik is by using a stamped tool called batik cap, which allows for mass production. However, handmade batik is still considered more prestigious and is often worn for special occasions. Today, it's said that more than 3,000 known batik designs exist, and some have been passed down for generations. Historically, different designs can signify the wearer's social status, place of origin, and even religion, and certain designs are to be worn for certain occasions. Many earlier designs are geometric motifs, which can be seen not only on fabrics but also in sculptures and building structures. For example, the kawung motif is an ancient design inspired by the areca palm's blossom, fruits, and seeds. The design can be found on many temple walls in Java from as early as the 13th century. The motif is believed to signify purity and a heart devoid of worldly desires. Batik designs come with many variations and different colors and shapes. The parang rusak batik motif is considered highly prestigious and can only be worn by the Indonesian royal family. The wavy patterns resemble ocean waves and the traditional Japanese dagger representing courage and an indomitable noble character. The beautiful cloud over sun design called Megamendung is said to have been created by a king from Cirebon, West Java. He invented the design based on a vision he saw during meditation to seek divine guidance. This motif reminded him to stay calm and be a source of inspiration for his people. On their wedding day, a bride and groom often wear the Sidomukti motif, which roughly means hope for a prosperous life. It also suggests mutual support and compassion. Modern batik designs are generally more fluid than earlier designs and feature brighter colors, though the production process remains relatively the same. Contemporary Indonesian fashion designers boldly incorporate batik motifs into modern outfits and introduce them to the world stage. One of the most influential Indonesian designers is Iwan Tirta, who made batik famous by designing for world leaders at the 1994 Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit held in Indonesia. His clients included His Excellency Nelson Mandela, who coined the term Madiba shirt in South Africa with his signature batik shirts. Some world-class designers are also starting to add elegant batik patterns to their creations, such as Belgian designer Dries van Noten in his 2010 Spring-Summer collection and Welsh designer Julian MacDonald in his 2012 Spring collection. The artistic talent of the Indonesian people is also evident in their myriad of traditional crafts such as sophisticated wood and stone carving, jewelry and furniture making, and architecture. Art is naturally integrated into almost everything they use. It appears that to the people of Indonesia, art is simply a way of life.
Animals are nicer than humans, and they're conscious beings. Morrissey, vegan.
Peaceful viewers, thank you for your company today during our program, The Remarkable Creativity of Indonesian Traditional Arts Part 2 of 2. Up next is European Beach, Magnificent Ecosystems of Bountiful Life. May you rejoice in the glory of the celestial light.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/CTAW.